Being route from East German, leaving Warren.
Right there.
A simple traffic stop quickly escalates as tensions rise between law enforcement and a driver who insists on his innocence.
I'll be arrested from.
This interaction highlights the importance of knowing your rights during a police encounter and how misunderstandings can quickly lead to more serious legal consequences.
What did I do? What did I do?
You don't get out of the car like that.
Police body camera footage is a powerful tool in law enforcement, providing transparency.
Let me tell you something. I had a reason to stop you, and it's because you didn't have a seatbelt when you passed me. Second of all, don't you ever pop out of the car like that and then back away from me. I don't care if you are recording me.
I did have a seatbelt on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
How the hell do you think I got out?
Take a seat because it's not on.
Yes, it was.
You're under arrest.
Police body camera footage also provide accountability and crucial evidence in traffic stops and arrests.
Get in the car.
No, George, you can pull the video. I had my seatbelt on.
In this case, the officer initiates a routine stop for an alleged seatbelt violation, a common infraction that can result in a fine, but rarely leads to an arrest. However, what happens next transforms this from a minor situation into a serious legal issue.
I was not doing anything.
You're still going to go to jail.
No, I'm not.
You're going to go to jail.
When the driver abruptly exits his vehicle, it immediately raises a red flag for police officers.
Learn to pull over when the cops put their blue lights on behind you.
I was working on it.
Do as instructed. Don't worry about trying to get out and film. Do like the officer's telling you to do.
Law enforcement officers are trained to perceive sudden movements as potential threats, particularly when they haven't had a chance to assess the situation. Why does this matter? Because statistics show that more than 60% of officer-involved shootings happen during traffic stops or sudden movements by individuals. This is why officers routinely instruct drivers to remain inside the vehicle with hands visible to avoid any perceived threat and keep the interaction as safe as possible. In this case, rather than following police protocol, the driver engages in a verbal dispute, insisting he was wearing a seatbelt. A key legal principle in law enforcement encounters is the requirement to comply with lawful commands. When an officer instructs a driver to remain in the vehicle, it is considered a lawful order for safety reasons. Ignoring this command, even unintentionally, can lead to charges such as obstruction government operations or resisting arrest, which is exactly what happens here. Additionally, failure to comply with police orders is not just about personal rights. It can escalate situations unnecessarily. Data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics show that 80% of resisting arrest cases involve individuals failing to follow simple instructions given by officers. This means that many arrests could be avoided entirely if people remain calm and follow directions. The driver was ultimately charged with wearing no seatbelt, resisting arrest, and obstruction government operations. But was this arrest justified, or was it an overreach of power? Let's break it down. No seatbelt violation. This is a simple traffic infraction that normally results in a ticket, but the argument over whether the seatbelt was actually on escalated the situation. Resisting arrest. This charge is commonly applied when an individual does not comply with police officers' commands or physically resist being detained. While resisting doesn't always mean someone fought an officer, even verbal refusal to comply can lead to this charge. Obstructing government operations. This broad charge can be applied when someone interferes with a lawful investigation or delays law enforcement officers from performing their duties. Had the driver stayed in his car, accepted the ticket, and later disputed it in court, the situation likely wouldn't have escalated into an arrest. Key takeaways: what you should know. This case offers an important lesson in how to handle a police encounter effectively. Remain in your vehicle unless instructed otherwise. Stepping out unexpectedly can be interpreted as a threat or an attempt to flee. Comply first, contest later. If you believe a ticket or citation is unfair, the proper way to challenge it is in court, not by arguing with the officer during a traffic stop. Keep calm and avoid confrontation. Body camera footage shows that verbal disputes often lead to arrest, even when they start as minor infractions. Know your rights, but also know your responsibilities. Understanding the law doesn't just mean knowing what police can and cannot do. It also means knowing how to handle an encounter in a way that avoids escalation. While police officers are responsible for enforcing the law, both citizens and law enforcement must work together to ensure safety. 9. Confrontational encounters. As we continue to see an increase in police body camera footage being used in investigations, court cases, and public discourse, it's important to understand both perspectives. Law enforcement officers trying to maintain public safety and individuals wanting to protect their rights. At the end of the day, knowledge is power, and understanding your rights and responsibilities can mean the difference between a routine stop and an unnecessary arrest.